It don't matter how hard you try, without the right people, it will not work.
The 2025 season is finally here, and the PPR team has been grinding to make sure they show up ready to battle.
2025, we'll have no challenges. It's going to be perfect.
That's what he said.
I don't think there's going to be a challenge. I'm just kidding.
And then he got realistic with me.
Yeah, so the... yeah.
You guys really are the same.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I mean, so once we get, so last year we didn't have cars built. We weren't like built up the way we need to be built. This year, I'm hoping if everything comes in, everything gets here, like we'll have cars built, but this year it's more of a, if we do have a failure, we have to have it fixed. And so the only thing now is there's a little bit more pressure on making sure things are in line, and if we have a problem, we can get it fixed very fast, get back out there. If we have to bring a spare car down, it needs to be ready. So it's a little bit more, everything else is going great. It's just we're gonna have to be more prepared if there is a problem. But other than that, like, we've got our shock program now that we like. We got our engine program that we like. We have the team, the people that we like. We have everything. We basically went all last year just trying and testing and tuning, and from like sprint week on, we didn't change much. Like, we just like little bitty changes. You know, we should be all around kind of going into this season with like, we're already structured on how we're gonna do everything, you know, what we're gonna do. Now it's just kind of being as prepared as possible and, you know, and just get it done.
There's been long days and late nights. Cameron LaRose, Kasey, and Drake Edwards have put in the work, getting the cars, the trailer, and the entire operation dialed in for one of the most intense weeks of the year. Now, it's time to put all that preparation to the test.
There's a bunch going into all the behind the scenes stuff, like just getting tires to the shop or getting the fuel to the shop is like something you have to do, right? And then sizing the tires, and if it's the wrong size, and then the wheels and the parts. And so there's a ton of moving parts to get to the one, like just to get it to the racetrack, which is like the hardest part. The hardest part is getting it there and like having a full night. Like, that's my favorite part, is actually when the night's over and I'm like, oh, we didn't have to like, we didn't miss out on something because we weren't prepared. It's took like the whole year to like find the right people to do it. And if you don't have the right people, I've learned now, if you don't have the right people, there's no way that it can happen. You can never get there. It don't matter how hard you try, without the right people, it will not work. I think now we've like gelled really well, and we all seem to like each other really well. And so like, it's just a fun, like, hey, we're friends going out and like, we're gonna race, right? And kick your butt. And so that's kind of like it's made the year, even if we're not doing good, for some reason, we're all still in a good mood. And it's like a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more like fun atmosphere, kind of getting back to like liking racing, you know what I'm saying? So like mid-year, I like couldn't stand it. Like, I'm like I didn't want to go to the racetrack. Now it's kind of like, we're going to the racetrack to have a good time. Like, it's gonna be fun and we might win.
The team heads south, ready to take on 6 straight nights of racing in Florida. And right out of the gate, they deliver.
They work onto the back straightaway, though, for the final time. And the sand is about run out of the hourglass as he works through turns 3 and 4. He's going to start his season off with victory. Kyle Cummins goes to victory lane here on night number 1 of Winter Dirt Games.
On night 1 and the first race of the season, Kyle Cummins wastes no time proving that the effort was worth it. PPR parks it in victory lane, and Jerry Petty couldn't be happier. But the success doesn't stop there. Right behind him, Avanti athlete Daison Pursley, wheeling it home in second for CB Industries. One night down, 5 more to go. The PPR team has set the tone, but can they keep it rolling? Find out on the next episode of Wide Open with PPR.
Kasey was doing tires in a trailer, and we're maintenance, and we're done. Clean, and this tire comes rolling out of the trailer. Full speed, I'm watching that back up, and Drake's just standing there, hit the wash bucket, completely soaked. Completely soaked. I do a full wardrobe change. It was a bad deal. Just roll around.